friends, welcome to Reen's Place. Tonight I have a really easy, quick, delicious casserole that we can get on the table in 35 minutes. If you are looking for a quick idea, this is it. Okay, let me tell you what we're making. We are making a chicken potato creamy, crunchy casserole. It's going to be delicious. So let's talk about ingredients. You're going to need about 2 cups of cooked chicken. I'm using a pint of home canned chicken. You could use store canned chicken, leftover chicken, rotisserie chicken, whatever you have. You're going to need either a chicken bouillon cube, or I'm using some Knorr's bouillon, a cup of milk, 2 cups of boiling water, a package of scalloped potatoes, a tablespoon of parsley flakes, and then a cream of soup of your choice. I went to get cream of chicken. I have cream of chicken and mushroom, which I'm sure will be delicious. So the first step is that you need to get these scalloped potatoes opened. And this recipe is very simple. Let me grab a scissor right here. I didn't realize they were in this kind of bag. Okay, so you're just going to put your potatoes in there. To this, you're going to add, I'm going to use a half a teaspoon of the chicken bouillon. And this is just for some added flavor. Okay, to this we're going to add 2 cups of boiling water. You're probably getting all fogged up, aren't you? Let's see, I'll get this out of here in 2 minutes. Okay. 2 cups of boiling water. And then you're going to cover this with plastic wrap to keep that heat in. And that's going to soften our potatoes a little bit. Okay, so we're good with that. Now on to the main, let me grab my bowl. Okay, so in a bowl, you're going to start adding your stuff. I'm going to add the can of my soup. And again, cream of chicken, cream of mushroom. This is chicken and mushroom. I'm going to put my 1 cup of milk. I'm just going to stir that around a little bit with my whisk. Okay. What I am going to do is grab the salt and pepper. Going to add a pinch of pepper or 2 and a little pinch of salt. And the only reason I'm adding salt to this is because I home canned my chicken and I did not add salt to that. If you're going to use store-bought chicken, I would totally leave the salt out until you have everything combined and then taste it. Make sure you don't make it too salty. Okay, that was just the seasoning packet from the scalloped potatoes. And I mentioned on one of my last casserole videos, I think it was, which one was it? I think it was like the rice-a-roni one, that it reminded me of a casserole that I make, a beef and potato casserole, that my friend Leah gave me the recipe for. So this recipe is kind of like a rip on that recipe also, but a chicken version rather than beef. Okay, so I have this. I'm going to add my chicken to this now. And again, any kind of leftover chicken. This is white chicken breast that I raw pack canned. I love having canned chicken on my shelf. It's just so convenient. And you don't really have to think about what you're going to have for dinner if you have ingredients. So that's what I try to do, canned ingredients rather than meals. Okay, so that is pretty much it. Oh, I forgot. And you're going to need a tablespoon of parsley. About a tablespoon. Looks good, right? We're just going to come over here and we're going to remove the plastic wrap from the potatoes. And you'll see that the potatoes are still kind of watery, but let me move you over here. Still kind of watery, but the potatoes are softening up. And this is going to look very liquidy when I add this in here, but you just add that chicken right in and all this goodness. And again, looks very loose, don't worry. Those potatoes are not rehydrated all the way. So they're going to soak up a lot of this liquid as they cook. And what you'll be left with is some creamy goodness. Okay, and then I just like to mix it around a little. Try to splash like I did. Okay, that's looking pretty good to me. And now I'm just going to top this bad boy off with some French fried onions. And you can use as many or as little as you like. And again, don't worry that these are in the watery thing. These are going to be nice and crisp by the time this comes out. You're going to put this in your 400-degree oven for 30 minutes. And we'll come back when it's finished. Okay, friends, we're back. It's been 30 minutes. I just removed it from the oven. And as you can see, it is nice and hot and bubbly. So because this is like potatoes, I'm just going to let this sit here for about 10 minutes or so. In the meantime, while that is cooling and while this was in the oven, I just made some green beans. And all I did was I opened a can of green beans, and in it I put about a half a teaspoon of that chicken bouillon. I did not drain the water out of it. I just put a half a teaspoon of the chicken bouillon. I just sprinkled in some dehydrated minced onion, some black pepper, and a tiny bit of salt, and a tablespoon of butter. And I just, I'm just boiling it until it's reducing. You see the water, the liquid in there is just reducing nicely. So I just, I put those on the last couple minutes. I always like to have some kind of vegetable with my casserole. I normally don't really show it on my videos, but a lot of people ask, so there you go, green beans. So again, we're going to, what are we going to do? We are going to let the casserole cool, and I'll come back when it's ready for us to dig in. It's been 10 minutes, and it looks like we're nice and set up. So excited to get into this. This is such a yummy dish. Creamy, crunchy on the top. I mean, served with some green beans on the side, you really can't go wrong. Let me take a quick thumbnail picture. I don't know if you can see in here, but it is very creamy, which I love because if the casserole, the finished product, is creamy, that means when you warm it up, it'll also be creamy. Let me see. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so you see the potatoes cooked, the chicken, the French fried onions. It's really hot still, I'm scared. Okay, let me get a smaller piece. That's delicious. This is definitely comfort food. What I wanted to tell you guys, you know I can, and then I have chicken on the shelf. But there's more than one way to have things prepared so that you can make a quick meal. Again, you can home can your chicken. You can just buy a rotisserie chicken, or if you have leftover chickens, this is a nice way to like reinvent a meal. Another thing that I was going to tell you that I like to do also, buy some canned chicken from the store, or when you get chicken on sale, and I often do this, you get chicken on sale, you can just put it on a cookie sheet, put a little olive oil on top, salt and pepper, and bake it. When it's finished baking, you let it cool to room temperature, and just shred it up and put it into packages, little Ziploc freezer bags. Like, I like to do like 2 cups of chicken per package, get as much air out as you can, and freeze them. When you want to make a recipe like this that, you know, quick to come together when you need a meal, you can just simply take one of those out of the freezer. It'll defrost in no time if you put it in the bag flat, and you have a whole meal. Again, this whole thing took about 35 minutes, and that's complete with your green beans. And it's like, again, it's a comforting meal. It's better than takeout. It was super cheap to make. I mean, what do I have in here? A pound of meat probably cost me, well, I probably got it on sale, to be honest with you. I probably paid $1 a pound for it, but say you didn't. Say you paid $2 a pound for that. The potatoes were like $1 a box. The French fried onions, maybe $1.50, and I didn't use the whole bag. A can of soup. I had the name brand on my shelf, but you can get a 79-cent store brand one, which is just as delicious. And add whatever you want to it. You want to throw in some frozen vegetables or anything like that, but to me, this is perfect just as is. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I hope you give this casserole a try. I'm also going to link the original that gave me the idea, which is Leah's beef and potato crunchy casserole. So thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't done so already, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, and also please like this video with a thumbs up and share it to anybody who you think might enjoy a nice casserole recipe. See you next time. Thanks for watching.